Okay, welcome back everyone. You already know who this is, and today is a wonderful, wonderful day. And I think you guys know exactly why. Godzilla Minus Zero officially comes out here in the US November 6th. Let's actually fucking go, guys. And also the film comes out in Japan November 3rd. I say that because back when Godzilla Minus One came out in Japan, it came out in November 3rd, 2023, but then it wouldn't come out in the US until November 29th, the same year, same month, thanks to IMAX's early access fan events. But now that the sequel, is just 3 days apart from each other, the Japanese and the US release, that is so fucking cool to see. I cannot wait for this film. And here we are, our first ever poster for Minus Zero. We got some like clouds, some blue in the middle of the clouds, some sunny sunlight at the top. And Godzilla Minus Zero, Takashi Yamazaki, November 3rd, 2026 for the US release day. And I cannot wait. And we already got fans speculating about the clouds being smoke or smog for Hedorah, which personally, I think that's stretching it a little too much. I still think Hedorah has a good shot on being in this film, but yeah, actually, now that we're on that topic, we should discuss the odds for who Godzilla's gonna fight, if he's gonna fight someone in this sequel. So here are my odds for Godzilla's opponent in Godzilla Minus Zero. So as you can see, I have Hedorah as the most likely candidate for Godzilla's opponent, and then King Ghidorah as the least likely. And I just think the reason why King Ghidorah is on this list is because Yamazaki's already done his own version of King Ghidorah in the Godzilla ride back in 21, and that took place post-war Japan, just like Minus One. So there is a slight chance for Ghidorah, but honestly, I think it's if this Minus One movie series continues on after Minus Zero, maybe down the road Ghidorah would fit in, maybe, but as of right now, I don't think Ghidorah would work for Minus Zero. I think Hedorah would be the best, safest choice, considering how dark Minus One was, how much of a quote-unquote horror movie Minus One does, even though it's not really a horror movie, but it's like closest thing to a horror Godzilla movie. And I think Hedorah, just like Yamazaki has said before, Hedorah is definitely the most scariest opponent Godzilla's ever faced back in the Showa era. And it would be kind of cool to see how we would adapt Hedorah into like the modern era, especially under Yamazaki's control. Personally though, I would like to see Anguirus the most, if I'm going to be honest. It's been quite a long time since we've seen Anguirus. Same with Hedorah, although we already saw him with a short film back in 21 celebrating Hedorah's 60th anniversary, but we haven't seen Anguirus in live action since Final Wars. No short films, no nothing. Haven't seen him since Final Wars, so it would be nice to see Anguirus back on the big screen, and it would be his perfect opportunity in Minus Zero. But again, I think Hedorah has the best chance to be in Minus Zero. But nonetheless, you guys, with Minus Zero coming out in November of this year, remember, Godzilla Kong Supernova releases just a few months later in March 2027, which means history is going to repeat itself once again, guys. Do you guys remember when Godzilla Minus One came out November 2023, and then Godzilla Kong The New Empire just a few months later, March 2024? Well, we're seeing this once again, you guys, and I cannot fucking wait for peak Godzilla marathon all over again. Godzilla Minus Zero, and then probably a Godzilla Minus Zero Oscar award, and then of course Godzilla Kong Supernova. It is going to be one hell of a time to be a Godzilla fan once again. I cannot fucking wait, you guys. Oh, we are so fucking back, you guys. Man, I remember those days with -1 and the New Empire. Those were the golden days back then. That was like this, man. I miss those days, man. But again, you guys, -0 November 6th, and then Supernova March 26th, just a few months later. It is going to be one hell of a time to be a Godzilla fan or a kaiju fan in general. So that's kind of all I got to say. Nothing much else to say. We don't really know much else about this -0 film. Who's going to be the villain? If there's going to be, I mean, not a villain. I mean, Godzilla's not going to be a hero, obviously, but who's going to be Godzilla's opponent? If he even has an opponent in this film, let's be honest, there's still no guarantee if he's going to fight anyone, but let's be honest, he probably will. It's the sequel. It would be pretty cool to see Godzilla fight someone, and it's probably going to be Hedorah, if we're going to be honest. So, really hyped to see this film when it premieres. And yeah, we just got to wait for that first trailer now. Probably coming out in August, if we're going to go by how -1 dropped their first official trailer back in August. Or I think it was September. I think it was September, like early September, when they dropped the first trailer for -1. So I guess early September is when I predict the first -0 trailer drops. And then after -0 comes out in theaters, then we should expect the Supernova trailer. Well, we might get that. We might get something for Supernova for San Diego Comic-Con, but I think that's stretching it. I think the best case scenario would be after -0 comes out in theaters, then we would get the Supernova trailer. Would be perfect in my opinion. Considering Avengers Doomsday comes out in December, I think it would be a smart move to release a trailer sometime before Doomsday, so that the trailer could start playing in theaters when Avengers comes out. Because that film's gonna make like billions guaranteed, so it would be smart to put the trailer for Supernova during the Avengers. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm rambling too much. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so fucking hyped for -0 and Supernova. And that's all I gotta say. Nothing much else to say. And I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I definitely gotta do more discussion videos. Definitely gotta do one for Supernova entirely. I definitely do plan on doing the Supernova discussion video later on. Probably next time we get like a big update for Supernova. Or maybe like on the 1 year left mark. This March 26th. When we're officially 1 year away from Supernova, I'll probably drop something for that film. But regardless, everyone, y'all take care, everyone. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Supernova.